Let's take a look at the tarot deck. A little interesting. Before I even like get it out, it looks like it's bulging a bit. I don't know if that's because there's something inside or it's just not quite thick. Are you able to see that?
Yeah.
How there's that like bulge there?
Yeah.
It's on the other side too, so I'm wondering if it's just like if I push down, then it's a perfect fit. So I'm wondering if it's just not fully tucked in or something like that. So, well, let's have a look-see.
They might not have been as strict about bending the cardstock when they're putting together the boxes, too.
Yeah. All right, now if we take a look, we've got the art on the side. And on the side here, just kind of like a marble pattern. Nothing really fancy, nothing on the bottom. And it looks like we've got that same cardboard material that we were dealing with the slick pack. Although actually no, this is a little thicker. So this will actually, and it opens a little easier too, thankfully. So this will actually stand up. Ooh, that's just probably a glue issue. Maybe.
Yeah, we could always re-glue that. Yeah. Not a big deal.
Yeah, I have a feeling that these are definitely hand assembled. Like, you know, not a whole lot of machinery involved. So before we get to the cards, let's take a look. There's a booklet. Comes with it, and towards the back it looks like we've got artist credits, and then we have general discussion on the cards. Interestingly enough, it looks like they do the pips first. Typically, yeah, they do the minor arcana first and then the major later. The major arcana being like the Fool, the Magician, you know.
Your camera's gone blurry.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
It like typically you do the named cards first.
Yeah. And
then you do the pip cards like the wands, coins or pentacles, you know, swords, all that shit. You usually do that second, just because they are secondary. They're not as important, so it's interesting. Yeah. But it looks like here, it's just general discussion of the symbolism. Like for the Fool, it only reads beginnings, infinite possibilities, taking chances, eschewing logic, spontaneity, and that's it. Sometimes with custom decks like this, in this booklet, there's discussion about the art choice, the decision on why we did this art or whatever. It doesn't look like that's the case, but still, you know, tarot for noobs. All right, so let's take a look at the cards themselves. First, we've got the card back, which is nice. It's got all the symbols, and it's got what we associate with the beta kids, right?
Well, they're god tiers anyway.
Yeah,
not their actual symbols.
But yeah, it's for the 4. Yeah. All right. So, let's see. Cardstock's a little better. It's a little bit thicker. It still has that kind of gloss, that odd gloss finish. So again, it's like it feels like it was a custom print job at a photo place rather than an actual card publishing company. It looks like they're sorted just like in the book with the pips first. Like we've got swords up here, oops, and then cups, and then leading into the major arcana. And usually it's major arcana up front, like I was saying, just because they're more important. I like the size on them, though. I'm actually reminded of the redone Vertigo Tarot in regards to the size. They're a little bit bigger, but they hand well. But yeah, and the printing on them, I think, is the most important thing. Like the actual quality of like the color and the ink. Like this, they're very clear, nice and crisp. It's possible, if you're looking to read with these or use them actively, you might be able to find sleeves for these. Maybe with like Fantasy Flight or a specialty company like that, you might be able to find sleeves to suit these if you're just really concerned. Because with the Slick Pack, I think wear and tear is going to be a definite issue with these, just because it's not quite a thick stock. Like the gloss finish, like, you know, it'll show scuff marks and things like that. So you're going to want a cloth or something if you're actually dealing these out, because the gloss, it will easily scuff and it'll show. Because it's got the gloss on both sides. Sometimes there's gloss on one side and more of a paper finish on the other. but it's glossed on both. So like I'm saying, if you're actively dealing these out, you're probably going to want a cloth surface or something so that way they don't scuff, or like a Magic the Gathering card playmat, something like that. But like I was saying, Fantasy Flight or some other specialty game company, they might have sleeves that you could put these in, so that way if you want to actively use these, you could. I mean, as far as like card sleeves for these, you could, but it kind of takes away some of the value because the card back on these is gorgeous. You don't want to hide that. Oh, cat. And, all right? All right. So, and then the other, so, I mean, with these, you don't want to really, you could put them in clear sleeves. Yeah, yay for a whooping cough epidemic here in New England. Anyways, I mean, you could put these in penny sleeves, clear sleeves on both sides, but the quality on those aren't as great, and they're annoying as hell to deal with. But with these, you could probably get a decent sleeve for them to actively use them, because the card back's beautiful, but it's nowhere near as important as, this artwork, and it's gorgeous. So, again, it's unless you get sleeves for these, it's going to be more of a collector's piece or a conversation piece. I don't think active use is going to be a good idea, because especially with shuffling, because then the cards are going to be grinding against one another. So even if you're careful on what surface, still little bits of dust, little bits of sand and grain, friction, it'll do its work eventually. So, but yeah, end of the day, I think they're both amazing pieces of Homestuck memorabilia. It's just unfortunate they're not built for active use, so if you do have them, just be careful with them. You probably know that, but just be a little bit more careful than you would with a normal deck of cards, just because of that thinner stock. And yeah, that's it for my ranting and ramblings. Thanks for watching.